Yes.
Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio. Closing things out.
You think you've won something because it plays the same terrible song.
Do you notice I took my headphones off so I don't have to hear it?
Thank you. At least someone's
Now he
smarter
can't
than the
hear
rest
what
of
I'm
us.
saying.
No,
He can hear you. It's the sound is still in the room.
Yes, yes.
He is still like 3 feet away from you.
I'm Joey Savage.
Corey DLG.
Nico DLG.
And that's Adam Smasher.
It's
Yay.
true. There he is.
That's how we introduce guests on the show.
Well, this is like the
Best intro I've ever received.
And that's Adam Smasher.
Yes.
Yay!
Adam Smasher.
It's like if we had Lamb Chop on, like we get the same kind of response.
Or if we did Elmo for a full segment.
We did do
That
that.
was
We
funny.
did fake an entire Elmo interview. If you think that you have been on good radio, you probably have been on way better radio than us. We did do an entire segment of unemployed Elmo. That's true.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do cartoon characters, like kids characters, and make them like either unemployed or like I think I did one. I don't remember who it was. It was like one like got a crack habit or whatever. And
That was Elmo.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
lived
yeah.
in a meth lab. He didn't know it, but his friends were paying cash under his name on the rent. Blue magic, man.
kids. I complained about this the other day, and if my kids watch one more stupid TV show, like I just wish they would watch good cartoons or good shows, something that I could watch.
Like He-Man.
Yeah, anything.
I'm with it.
You know,
I just make my kids watch what I want to.
oh,
And
right.
they like it.
Yeah, you got a little lucky though. Like they're willing to watch the entire old 1990s X-Men cartoon with you.
They don't watch any of those dumb shows.
See, and like
They don't watch some stupid YouTube shows, but
I
TV
love-
shows?
I love my sister, but my nephew and niece, they watch some stuff, and now they're actually now onto like the PJ Maxx, which from what little I've seen isn't terrible. But I always had the luxury of walking away because they're not my kids. Like
Right.
like I can just leave them in a home with other people, and they can watch the bad stuff, and it's not
And I'm out.
on me.
Has
So-
zero effect on you.
Right. Frozen's been on like 3 times in the house, and I can just leave the room. Not my
out.
problem.
Done.
Oh, the
See you later.
snowman's alive? Great. Tell me how it ends.
I'm going to drink a beer in the kitchen.
Right. Oh, they sang several songs and then everyone was happy? That's weird.
Oh.
I didn't see that coming.
nothing that makes me more nauseous than singing in movies. Musicals, I cannot stand.
Oh, see, I've got a weird thing where I love all the Disney songs. Like, I'm not even above it. I wish, like, I just
Yeah,
made the
you-
joke, but, like, I like, for some reason, they're
And
well
Glee,
written.
like you
Don't
love
admit
Glee.
that in public.
I'm not afraid to do it. T
I
Swift.
mean, have you seen this
Disney
guy?
music.
Pedophile. I mean,
you
that's
seen
what
this-
people are going to think. Right there. Pedophile.
My sister did ask why I know all the lyrics of the Moana song. She was like, "Why do you know that?" And I
I
was like,
rented it on Redbox and watched it by
first of
myself.
all, it's on Netflix, and second of all, the song was also sung by a pop star that I enjoy, not T Swift,
a pop star.
a pop star.
Don't admit that either.
I don't want, you know what, man? Like,
just
what am I
kidding.
gonna do?
I
Like,
mean,
I got nothing
you
going
already
on
got
in my
the
life.
look.
Yeah,
Right.
What's going
I can't
what's
afford a
happening?
van, but if I had one, it would probably be a panel van. So
You could like paint something on the side,
yeah, something cool kids would like.
like a
Is
forest.
that weird?
Yeah,
No,
like a forest.
but like your kids like me, so I'm clearly not a terrorist.
Yeah,
Was that how we're doing this?
well, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know what to say to your
All
comments.
right.
I don't know where to go from here.
Well,
You tell me.
Your kids ask me questions, and then when I give answers, they then immediately look to you to be like, "Do I
See-
take that as good or bad?
Is he being for
Confirmation.
real?
Is he
or-
messing with me about this, or is this serious?"
It's because my kids talk on like not an adult level, but
Right.
they don't do the whole.
I don't do the kid voice thing. And
No,
yeah. So
we
then
never did.
They were like, "What's a vigilante?" And I was like, "It's someone who does good and bad. It's sort of like your aunt who shows up and sometimes brings cookies, and then other times ruins your dad's apartment." And they looked at you, and you were like, "Yeah,
It's true. Like,
yeah."
okay, now
one
I get
of
it.
the best moments I can think of in recent memory is my wife sitting down and explaining to my 6-year-old what a shart was. A shart. Yeah.
Oh, shark.
Yeah. Because it happened to him at school, and she went at the whole thing, and I was just laughing. It was great. It was so great.
So do you have to leave the room because like he needs
No.
that information?
No,
So you're just sitting there dying laughing, and he's trying to figure out: is this a joke?
Yeah.
Or is this news? Is this fake news or
A lot
news?
of times you do have to watch, and you can't laugh in front of them because
Oh, it's
then
so hard sometimes.
especially with boys. I don't know about I don't have girls. I have 2 boys, but they will take anything and they will.
If it made you laugh, they'll do it 3 more times.
Especially when they're being like ridiculous, just dumb. Like I have a hard time sometimes. Like when they're pouting about the stupidest stuff. Like I almost lose it. Like I have to leave the room. Otherwise, I'm laughing right in front of them.
But like, would that be bad if you laughed at him for pouting? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not a parent. Like, it seems to me like that would make them stop. Like, wait, he's laughing. He's not enjoying this.
I taunt my kids. I make it worse. So my kid, for whatever he was upset because he's a hypochondriac. He's 9. He's a hypochondriac. He thinks everything's going to kill him.
Well, but it might. I mean, if you tried hard enough.
So he had these. He had this like a mild rash or some red bumps or something. I don't know. Something disgusting kids have.
Right.
But he was so upset about it. He went in the shower. And we were like, all right, we'll just go, bathe real good. And, it's fine. It's no big deal. And he is wailing, crying in the shower. So upset. I don't want to have this. And all of a sudden he says the strangest thing. He says, I wish I could go to a wishing well. And I would wish I never had this. And I go, what? So I poke in the bathroom and I have my phone and I turn the volume real up and I start blasting Terrence Trent D'Arby Wishing Well. Do you remember that song? If you love a wishing well. Anyway, so I did that and I played it on the radio and I made fun of him and I got to kind of watch it now because his a-hole friends, their parents, will show be on Facebook or be on and they'll show them posts that I make about them. It's like
a-hole parent.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't want my kids looking at Facebook, but now he's getting older. I have to start. I can't embarrass him that much.
I can't badmouth him in public anymore.
Right.
Yeah, you know what though? Like that's messed up because you made him. Like you should be able to say whatever you want about him.
I feel that way. My wife doesn't, so I have to listen to her.
Yeah, I know that argument.
She runs the place. I know that feeling.
I don't even have a wife, and I know that's the rule.
Yeah.
Like I just see it. You can see that in public. Like you can watch when a man has that moment where he's like, "Wait a minute, I'm the man. I know that I'm the man." And he goes for the belt and he pulls the pants up.
Yeah.
And he turns to her and she just kind of looks at him.
It's one look,
just a little bit.
One look, done.
And then it's just like, all right, okay, well we'll just go granola bar then. That's cool, man. It's cool. We don't need the
I need you more than you need me. That's what it is.
I'm just happy I live with a woman who didn't make me have a joint Facebook account. Don't you hate that?
I have
Judy and Steve, you have one?
Yes.
Oh God!
You're talking to
Dude.
Captain Joint Facebook. Joint social media. They finally got separate Instagrams.
Well, we always had that. Well, we never used Facebook, ever. So the only reason we ever had Facebook was pictures of kids for family.
Right.
And then now that we started doing this stuff, now I'm like, man, we need separate ones because I'm doing all this nerd thug stuff. And
She's just like, I'll live.
yeah, okay. Just great. I guess now I'm actually using Facebook, and it's both.
I'll tell this story because it's funny. My brother-in-law used to have his own account. He was a grown-up. He had his own social media.
He's a big boy.
That's right.
2 minutes.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Nope.
I don't know what happened. Never bothered asking. Just one day it turned in from Jenna to Jenna and Gustin.
Wow.
And she went first. It's Jenna and Gustin.
But see, I like to do it, and then I'll put a comment on something, and then put her name at the end of it, so people think it's her.
That's good.
That's good.
That's how I get back at it.
Yeah. Because then she's like, I didn't.
Why did blah blah ask me if I said this? It's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Weird.
You know they drink a lot. Yeah.
I want to figure out what you do when you fall asleep. Don't fall asleep before me.
Sleep Facebook.
Yeah. Don't fall asleep before me.
Do you do
please.
it through her phone at least? So then it's just like, oh, it
No.
is from me.
No, that's too much work.
Plus, you don't know her passcode.
No, I don't. It's just all zeros.
Well, now the kids are in it.
Yeah, they know all the passcodes. That's insane to me, how much they remember.
Yeah, well, and then watching my nephew, he can manipulate the iPad from blank screen to video, and I can't even I can't answer my phone faster than he can do that. And I mean,
Well, you're slow.
I am mentally special, but it just bothers me that he can get to it so quickly.
My kids started we would go into restaurants and they would ask the waiter, do you guys have Wi-Fi? And I had to put a stop to it. I'm like, guys, you sound like a douchebag, okay? Sit here and eat.
Right.
Don't ask for the Wi-Fi.
Use it in the car. Leave it in the car when we go inside.
You have to talk to me for the next hour and a half.
It's like when you go to eat, right? And you look over and there's some kid and his face, he's not even eating. He's just on his iPad.
I don't have kids, so I don't care. That's fine. They're in their iPad, because it means that me as the person who didn't bring a kid to the restaurant, you guys are the jerks, by the way. That means that I don't have to hear your kid be a whiny, complaining kid.
Well, I'm the guy who I will drag my kid outside.
Thank you.
And I will go full on, like I'll spank the crap out of them in front of people. I don't care.
And my sister's stance has evolved. I'm just going to I'll talk more about her today because you brought up y'all's dumb kids.
Last
but anyway,
story, go.
so her stance has altered over the years because we were in the camp of no babies at the restaurant. Then as she made babies and got tired of eating at home,
Right.
her new stance was we'll just go early. But now it's like if she's there and the baby's crying and someone else looks, she's just like, "What? You got a problem?" Like she's calling out tables 4 deep. Yeah,
That's why we only go to sports bars. It's loud. And no one's paying
remember
attention.
when I called out those kids at that Wolfies?
That was pretty good.
There was a whole little league team just running around while we're enjoying our beer and drinks. And finally, I grabbed one of the kids and I said, "Where are your parents? Find them and tell them you need to sit down." And then I let go. And that kid
Parenting
just-
is a constant struggle between I don't want my kids to be socially inept and be because they're always faced in a screen, but then you're like, well, at least they're quiet and they're leaving me alone, So what do you do?
There's the balance. Do I disturb the dragon?
Right.
Poke it. Let's see.
Oh man, that's gonna wrap up episode 76 of Nerd Thug Radio. Don't forget, always tomorrow the podcast will drop. It's at nerdthugradio.com. I want to thank Adam Smash for hanging out with us today, kind of changing the show up a little bit. And Corey, as always,
Same Nerd Thug time, same Nerd Thug channel.
Smash Mouth.